Let me tell you, it does feel... Oh, the battery's dead. Damn. I was really ready to give you dramatic... Anyway, welcome back to my chaotic vibes, where I'm going to go through all these things to do with Oribe. And you've probably seen my other videos, and if you haven't, go check... I know it's up there, so go check up there. Like, that's the one. It's the one that doesn't have my face in it. This one is more dedicated to signature, and also I'm going to be adding super shine to this as well. What's overhyped, the things that you probably don't know, and what no one else is telling you. So you guys already know Oribe, and if you don't, Oribe is a luxury hair care brand. It gives you an aesthetic where you just want to buy it. And that logo that you see, apparently that's Jennifer Lopez. I didn't even know that was a person.
I like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block.
So the founder of Oribe is Oribe Canals, around the world celebrity hairdresser. He has done the likes of pretty much everybody that you think of, like when it comes to iconic hair. Packaging like that was like never around before. So this is coming from someone who started as an apprentice hairdresser back in 2009.
Gather round, everyone. Gather round.
I'm taking over. You're going to play by my rules. I've seen enough. Where is the owner of this place? Come outside and meet me.
Let's talk about the signature range. Now, this is not the signature line that we know today. The signature line that we knew was like this, and it was like in a beigey kind of look. When it comes to this line, it includes a complete like variety of products. To be very honest with you, the signature line is this: the black line, the dark blue line, the color line, volume. You've got the beige colors, which are actually signature as well. Signature is getting completely lost when it comes to that. They overlap, but here's where they don't. In my absolute trash category, this is what I think is trash when it comes to signature and super shine. Like, take it with what you will. The signature mask. So this, like,
And where do I start with this?
such a shit product. Like, it's just giving me a waxy conditioner. This is not in any way any more moisturizing than a literal gel. Like, this is such a bad mask. I can't even describe to you what this does do, because it doesn't do anything. If I put it through your hair, you would probably say, like, what did you do? A lot of people really love it, and I think it's because it feels really good. It looks really like bougie, but it's really not. That you can get anywhere these days from any drugstore or supermarket. I think they tried way too hard with this, or they didn't try at all. I just don't recommend this to anybody, and it's way too overpriced for what it is again. The Invisible Defense. I don't want an invisible product. No, like, I want it to do a little bit more than that. Why would you need an invisible defense? Do you not want a product that does both things? A lot of your products for styling are going to have heat protection in them, but then they brought out a product that is just heat protection alone. Highly redundant. You don't need something that gives you no look, that does nothing but when you style. Makes no sense. Gives a little bit of hold, but trust me, this is like diluted water heat protection spray. I think it's like trash. Whenever I've used this, I feel like I always need something else. That's not the point. You can get heat protection sprays everywhere, and like, this is no different. Okay, Rock Hard Gel. This one, it gives you like a good amount of hold until you touch it. It's very, very classic. Does not last in the hair. They say it has no crunch, but it kind of does. It's very hard. Makes your hair hard. To be very fair, this was one of their first products to come out, like, ever, but I still don't know why they have it, because no one wants this anymore. Superfine hairspray. So you have both strong and medium. This gives too much shine. Both of them. Too much shine. Too much of a lacquer look.
The disco ball brought some fucking sunscreen. Make sure you subscribe, or honestly just like fucking don't.
I know that a lot of people really like these again, but these are kind of like all over the place. Like, these are a hairspray, but then they market this as not a hairspray. And the strong one, they say that it gives intense hold, but it's brushable. With the way that hairsprays go these days, especially more modern ones, you can get those now in modern hairsprays. I've made these work, but I still don't really gravitate to them.
All you have done is negative. All you have done is negative. Sorry.
The first things that I want to talk about when it comes to worth it, one of the most expensive products at Oribe, the Royal Blowout. While this gives a lot for its money, this gives incredible mirror shine, and it does it in such a way like you would think it's actually part of the Super Shine range. That's how much shine it gives. It's really smoothing. It really does make your hair look like it's like Cher hair. I would not be surprised that if she wanted like her iconic hair back like that she would be using Royal Blowout.
We don't promise, we deliver.
Do you think men are important? Like for what? She just chose him out of this crowd.
Like, this is amazing for that. If you want sleek, flat, super smooth, reflective hair that looks laminated, Royal Blowout was one of those products I would gravitate to all the time. It is really that good. Matte Waves Texture Lotion. Not many people talk about this one. The beige line is actually the signature line, by the way. This works on so many hair types. Less moisture, but more texture. Really light hold. Does separate the hair really nicely. Whether that is for priming or as a finisher, I would actually buy this like now for my hair, like in my hair length, because it will give me the separation that I need until my next wash day. Another really outstanding product, something that I haven't been able to find in other products either. So I'm going to mention this anyway, even though that it's a bit harder to get these days. They're Airstyle, one of my more favorited products like in this whole entire world. Very natural looking cream that is meant for styling second and third day hair. Depuffs hair, deflates the hair of flyaways, a little bit of hold. You can still run your hands through it, light enough to keep using without making it look too overdone, which is the magic of it. No other product like this that I know of that actually does what this does, and which is why I kept gravitating to it.
Brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, shit on it, vomit on it. Actually, he's a fucking good person.
And this goes without saying within the same line, Flash Foam Spray Wax from the signature line. This is again like another better version of dry texture spray. This gives really nice body, separation, thick texture, whereas the other products I mentioned give more finer texture. This gives just enough hold, really brushable when it wants to work properly, because the spray is horrible on this. I can probably find other products like this, but this is one of the more reliable ones. Super Shine Conditioner. This is really nice because it's kind of like a mask, really lovely polymers in it that keeps your hair really brushable, but it's got so much moisture. I got to admit, it makes your hair really soft, shiny, everything that you want from a mask, this gives in a conditioner. I can only imagine what a Super Shine mask would look like. That's probably why they don't have one. The conditioner does everything that like a mask does when you think about what a mask does. Super Shine Light is like the better version of Super Shine moisturizing cream, but you can use it so much more. It is much more flexible to use on all hair types. A less oily version. If you're looking at either of them, the light one is actually much better. A lot of people don't gravitate to things that say light on them because they think they're getting less of the product, but that is actually not true at all.
2 children and die. Have we learned nothing? I'm jumping off the nearest fucking building.
You're actually getting more of the polymers and less of the oil, so think of it that way. But the Aprez Beach Wave Spray, Jesus Christ, better than any other of their sprays that they have. And it's the most underrated out of all of them. A lot of separation and a lot of like flexible, movable, brushable hold, texture, definition in the hair, lots of reflection and shine, little to no hold, a little bit wavy at the same time. I've actually used this on just completely straight hair just to give a little bit of movement, and it does work for that too. I think that this is the more underrated version of dry texture spray. It is a very beautiful finishing spray. Products that I am on the fence about, actually good products. I like them, but I don't. The Cleanse Clarifying Shampoo, I've got so many issues with this. I'm going to give it a fair go and say that if you were to get this, it will do its job. It's not actually the most clarifying thing they have, so why have this? Like, there's no reason. The whole foam thing, it's marketing. Okay, so the foundation mist, I feel like is like the better version of Invisible Spray, another classic product that a lot of people rave about, and I have actually seen work really well when used in conjunction with like 6 other products. I just don't find any reason to have it, in my opinion though. There is no reason to have this. Impermeable anti-humidity spray. So I get the point of this, but this works for like 2 seconds and that's it. Do you really want to pay that much for that? Again, this is like such a like blasé product. Like, it gives like a little bit of frizz control and that's it, but it doesn't actually give humidity control either. Freestyler working spray. So this is actually what I feel like is the best of hairsprays. That is actually a hairspray. Actually flexible. It's actually buildable. It's actually brushable. It doesn't give too much shine and it gives a little bit of density. It's like the most balanced of between all of them. But you'll be hard to find this in a lot of stores for some reason. This is either just sold out, not available. Most people who go to Freestyler don't actually get super fine anymore. Get the Aprez Beach Wave Spray or the Flash Form because they do a far superior job. But if you want a classic hairspray, Freestyler Working Spray is much better in my personal opinion. The famous dry texture spray, like this has got such a massive like hype around it. I feel like every time I use this, like there was just something that I hated about it.
He's hot, right? Nice blue piercing eyes. His name is Robert Chambers. Strangled a woman to death in Central Park in 1986.
You can get so much better, but they don't tell you that. It smells really good. It is really beginner friendly. It doesn't give you that much separation. If anything, it's like a hairspray, dry shampoo, and texturizer in one, but all on the light side. So you can keep spraying and keep spraying and keep spraying until like it's empty. I think that's the whole point too. It's just that overhyped in my personal opinion. So the Mirror Rinse from Super Shine, which is one of their newest products, I feel like it's actually okay. Like this, people will buy this because they want super shiny hair and this is exactly what it will give you. I get it, but again, like if you want a gloss, go get a gloss. But if you're looking for something that's a high polymer based with no moisture, this is actually a really standout product. It makes your hair really brushable, shiny, manageable, much more sleek, but also keeps your volume in your hair. But just don't solely rely on this because it won't replace your moisture. They market this as just a gloss like you would get in the hair salon. That is absolutely not true at all. This actually coats the hair, which is good. There's nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't go past that, so it doesn't really do much else. So Super Shine Original, god damn, this is way too heavy. You have to be like really careful with. Like it's a bit too much. I think, and throughout the years, I think they've made it even more oily. I know that it works while you're using it and just after, but then it will make your hair so greasy. This will work for some people, but then again, they can use a lot of other things from Oribe and they won't complain either. That was a lot of products, Jesus Christ. Hopefully I can cut this down. Too many of them and you get confused. Is it really worth it? You tell me. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Look at my Oribe playlist. Let me know what you want me to review next.
Who has beautiful hair? Share.